The impact Sean had on those he met while serving his country. Sean achieved his personal mission of helping others. He used his pharmaceutical knowledge to educate.
I did. I worked at Health Alliance Hospital as a pharmacist in the hospital, probably about for 8 months before joining the military. You know, I've always had the desire to join the military in some form. Out of high school was not much of an option at that time, certain reasons, but I've always had a desire to serve my country in one way. And really, I was pretty ignorant on the fact that a pharmacist could be part of the Army and the healthcare profession. So, but as the more I talk to healthcare professionals in the Army and other branches of the military, I realize that they do have an influential impact on the soldiers. So I decided to correlate my profession with the military, and I thought that would be a great way to serve my country and to partake as a pharmacist. So it's more operations in the military with healthcare. So my boss, Major Hudak, prepared me well for standard operating procedures in terms of procedures in theater and then Afghanistan. So it was more preparation in terms of operations mostly. But I did, before I went to Fort Benning in Georgia for a week. That's where they trained me to, you know, life care support and, you know, qualifying for your weapon before you go into Afghanistan. And that was done at Fort Benning in Georgia. And then out of Georgia, we deployed right into Afghanistan. So I was attached to 10th Mountain Division. And as a division pharmacist, I oversaw all pharmacy operations within Regional Command South. So what that meant was I needed to make sure controlled substance accountability was done, training of all the medics down there for pharmacy operations, so that includes pharmacology lectures and making sure the medics are familiar with what they're dispensing and administering to the soldiers out in the field. So in a nutshell, it's you know, oversighting all operations of pharmacy in a command. Some disturbing things and rewarding at the same time. The soldiers without limbs came in to some aid stations that I worked at. We went on convoys to different forward operating bases. We call them FOBs, forward operating bases. And those were smaller camps where they had aid stations to triage the soldiers before getting shipped down to the main hospital. So a little different, not used to that as a pharmacist, but the medics were there, the infantry were there to help out and to make sure I was safe at that point in time. So yeah. The most rewarding part for me were to be out with the soldiers and make sure that the training was properly done. My day-to-day routine was training and mostly training the medics. I mean, that was just a profound experience. Very receptive to it, and the changes that were made by the training were very visible and very tangible. It's a feeling of pride and it's just so rewarding. I can't even put into words, but it's very rewarding to see your direct effects on the operations of a war zone. I think a lot of mixed emotions. I was relieved, happy, somewhat anxiety provoked. You feel you get a sense of that you should still be over there for some reason with your soldiers. Your thoughts still go out to them, so that weighs on your mind a lot. And the readjustment to acclimating with society again is a little bit challenging. You know, life is different in a war zone, and trying to come back and just readjusting and thinking you're the same person as when you were left that's not true. So you have to kind of dive into your own soul search a little bit and make sure that you are ready to reintegrate with the rest of the world. I couldn't have done without you. You know, seeing a soldier with their limbs gone, it never makes it easy holding that person's hand, but it makes it a lot easier knowing that you can come back to this. So thank you very much. I appreciate you all for being here tonight. And let's have some fun. Thank you.